Hi there. In this video I'm going to be showing how to use the Virtualize component in my Blazor WebAssembly app. I'm using this Monte Carlo simulation that I did on another video, and I'm using it because I have a very big table with 10,000 results, and I can see here that it's a bit slow. So for instance, if I check here on the tools, developer tools, I can see that it takes 2 seconds to do the simulation, but the rendering takes 220 milliseconds for 10,000 item entries. So if I see here, it renders all the entries, which is not really necessary because I'm only seeing this small portion. So I'm going to head to Rider, and as you can see I have a foreach. So I'm going to be replacing this foreach with a virtualize component, and it's located in this namespace if you need to add it. And here it's quite simple. We just need these items, and here I'm going to be using the raw results, and also need a context. And this context is the item of the list. I'm just going to be calling it context. So here I'm just going to create a div and just outputting the value. So this has a huge benefit because the rendering is much quicker, as it doesn't render each and every number, but only the ones that are visible. So if you wonder about this is the lazy loading working. If you want to know a bit more about lazy loading, I also have a video about that. So if I simulate it here, I can see that it now only takes 85 milliseconds to generate, to render. If I do it again, it's even better. And the gain comes from here. It only renders some of them, and all the others are not rendered. So if I scroll down, I can see that it's rendering only the portion that I'm seeing. I think this is called virtual scrolling or infinite scrolling. So this works if you have all the elements in memory. If you don't have all items in memory, like I do here, then it gets a bit more complicated. But it can be done using the what is it called, items provider. So here I'm going to be calling an provide items method. So for instance, if I'm getting these elements from a server, for instance, then I would use this one, which allows for paging. So I'm going to be returning a collection of integers, I'm just going to do this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go to the raw results, and I'm going to say skip. And here on the request I can see where the index starts. This is just pagination. So, and if I do take, I can also see here how many elements I have to take, and then I'm just going to do to list. So if I would have a server in which I would ask the results, I would just send an HTTP request with the skip and take. So, and after this I can just do a value task from result and say new items provide a result. Then I say here the result. So only the portion that is to be shown, and this is the total items. So just like this. Notice that the only change that I made was instead of having items, using items provider. So if I do this, I have the possibility to go to a web server, and I don't need to, or to some other server, and I don't need to have it all in memory like I do now. So here the difference should not be that huge, because in the rendering it's going to be exactly the same. And so it still works with rendering, but now I can also do pagination, which I don't need here because I have the collection in memory, but if I would have it in another server, then it would be very helpful to be able to do that. So, and that's it for today. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, please give a like or give me a comment. I always appreciate feedback. That's it. Bye.